and he got picked up on leave, I believe.
Okay, so what happened in that case? Is he like driving 100 miles an hour? Is he just?
Yes, Judge. It says that the officer observed the defendant conducted improper turn and failed to turn into the correct designated lane. They activated their lights and sirens, and the defendant evaded at speeds of 90 to 115 miles per hour for 3.5 miles on the highways and multiple residential and business streets.
Okay. I think that you are an extreme danger to our public, and I'm going to do everything in my power to protect our public. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to order you not to drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what is going on in your life. I don't care if there's a burning building. You have to say 50 kittens. If I find that you drive, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months of jail and a $500 fine every time you get into a car and drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm also putting in this affidavit that you're not supposed to be in possession of any weapons as well. If I find that you have a weapon, because I don't know if you're going to get out or not, and because these cases, because of the nature of the aggravated robbery, because of the nature of this one, I'm making his bonds high, I'm going to set them at 20,000 each.
So can I make an argument?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Thank you, Judge.
I don't want to get ahead of myself, please. Yes.
So I was appointed to Mr. Davis this morning. I was able to talk to him a little bit in the holdover. We are requesting PR bonds for both of the cases. He's 22 years old. He's lived in, 21 years old. He's lived in Houston his whole life. He has a lot of family in Houston, his grandparents, mom, daughter, and siblings. Prior to being in custody, he was working at Builders First Source for around a month. Mr. Davis also lives with his grandfather who has cancer. Mr. Davis is his caretaker, is my understanding. Mr. Davis has no savings and was found to be indigent by the court, so we are requesting a PR bond.
I think that he is an absolute, just a complete danger to our public. I can't possibly give him a PR bond due to the nature of both of the charges that you are facing now. I think that you're a flight risk. You've done everything in your power to evade capture. You've produced false names. So I find by clear and convincing evidence that you're an extreme flight risk. You're a danger to our community. And I'm going to set your bonds each at $20,000. I don't know if you're going to be able to post bonds, but if you do, I'm going to order you under house arrest if you do get out. And I'm going to order you to obtain a GPS monitor on your ankle. Like I said, you will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not to be in possession of any weapons and not to drive any vehicle whatsoever for any reason. If you do, I can have a contempt hearing. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.